Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition brings the original experience to today's platforms. The story and gameplay remains as they were when the game launched in 2003. As such,
Some characters and cultural references contains the design. Ubisoft acknowledges the negative impact of their representation.
And friend. Ah! Not bad for a little girl and an old ham!
We did it, Paige!
and the reward for the biggest stereotype in the whole gaming industry goes to Jay for being a strong and independent female character that is not trying to prove it on every step of the way. Hold on, wait, what? Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Meerkat Queen, and today I want to share my thoughts with you on Beyond Good and Evil. Originally released in 2003, I played for the first time as a kid in 2005. Years later, I got my hands on the HD edition and decided to stream it for the first time on my channel. Recently, you, me, and everyone else were given the opportunity to go back to this title again with the newest Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition. As you probably can guess, this game had a huge influence on my brain development. In fact, the influence so huge that I can without a shame say it's my favorite game of all time, and a lot of my taste in games these days is somehow rooted into these early gaming experiences I had with it back in the day. Of course, it's not something I was aware at the time when as a kid I replayed the whole game at least once a week. Heck, even when I played it first time on stream, I didn't realize that. Only now, with few more years on my ID and being able to live again through the amazing story of Beyond Good and Evil, I was able to realize how important this title was in my life. And together with this realization, few more of them came too. Game doesn't waste any time to show us the direction. Oh god damn it, not the fridge! Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Game doesn't waste any time to show us the direction it will be going. In less than one cutscene, Jade, our green team protagonist, goes from caring for her family, calm, meditating master, to caring for her family, warrior beast. No hesitation, she's here for blood. Relatable. And it's not one-time hero moment, this is just who Jade is. And not only her, you will see, no matter if they are green or a pig, huge or digital in form, every character you meet on your way will show you what does it mean to be really in 3D. When Jade decides to take on a request from Mr. DeCaster like, Paige clearly is not too eager, because he knows the truth! He knows it's all a setup to test her, to join the Argus network, the resistance that against anyone's knowledge he is a part of. Not any low-level grunt, he is the boss of Hell itself. He warns her, he doesn't want her to go. He is the part of it all because he wants to protect her, the kids, everyone. So Jade joining the cause will put her in danger he knows too well. Paige cares for her, but also he trusts her. He believes in her, so he supports her without hesitation on every step, no matter how much he doesn't want Jade to put her life at risk. And what matters, he's not hiding his feelings, not only toward the whole idea of her joining the Iris, but also how much she matters to him and how proud of her he is. And Jade doesn't hide it either. All the jokes, all the love, all the wholesome moments they share. And it's not just them. Iris believes in Jade too. And from very get-go, they want to support her so together they can save the people of Hellas. They don't even know Paige is their boss, but when the shit hits the fan, they want to help Jade find her uncle. They understand what she goes through. They lost people too, and even though they are aware of risks they are taking, they are not giving up. Like in case of Double H, they want us to find. And talking about Double H, do you want to know a secret ingredient of raising female protagonists in modern media? Dump the shit out of a male sidekick. On the first glance, you might feel this happens here too, Clearly Double H is not mentally well when we first met him. But who would be mentally well after hours of never-ending torture that changes your brain to strawberry pudding? Only one knows to survive it too! He's not dumb just for the sake of it. He has years of experience and became one of the main Iris agents delivering data on the enemy for years. As he gets his strength back, he becomes an irreplaceable companion and friend, using his experience to fill up gaps in Jade's skills. Double H is not just a goofy male sidekick comic relief, he's a full-fledged character by his own. He elevates Jade without GameSpawn downgrading him for the sake of the story. I feel like by the design, healthy relationships in games do not exist. Some are bad because of the environment characters are part of, some because of the character's nature. Others are bad just for the sake of being bad. And almost always, these bad vibes are there to push the story. And then you have Beyond Good and Evil, game that decides to show you and teach you there is another way, that healthy, honest, and supportive relationships do exist. Instead of entertaining you with the pain of imaginary characters, it makes you wish to be part of what they have. And it's not just baseless talk in the air. Beyond Good and Evil really believes in show not tell. Game actually shows you how to build this good kind of relationship. You care for the characters, you want to help them, not just because you like them, because others in game cares for them and you see it. It's refreshing and beautiful. These days there is so much talk in media about being yourself, being honest with your emotions, understanding each other, and all these are great things, don't get me wrong. But why games just talk about emotions? Why there is so much talk about feelings, understanding, but no one actually shows it? Every game tries to be so inclusive and wholesome, but all the thing they do is talk with no real action behind this talk. And how Beyond Good and Evil does it, you ask? Let's start with a quick look at Jade's room, shall we? As I wrote script for this video, only one other game came to my mind that would have similar setting. I'm talking about First Life is Strange and Mark's room. Life is Strange is a game that focuses on emotions like a lot, but at the same time, do you see what I see? Jade's room is full of family photos. She lives with them and still keeps their photos close. Max, we can recognize the existence of one person on the whole wall, and that's it. A little thing that goes far in building full-fledged characters. After the Page's kidnapping, you have at last a chance to see the end disc we got from him. Jade's face in this cutscene is one thing, but look at it after. Look at it. Can you see it? Can you feel it?
Feel.
She says nothing, but you know. You are in this together. And this little detail was not even needed to deliver the point. But it's there, and it hits like a beluga. But you know what hits even more? No, not the sponsor. You know what? This video has enough heavy spoilers as it is. Let's go back in time a bit. Here. Perfect. This game has enough moments for me to go to my tissue box anyway. And I don't care that you are like, oh, Mir, but this is still a spoiler. You had 20 years to play this game. And well, the next cutscene was actually the trigger for me to make this video anyway. I'm ashamed to say that it took me years to realize one important thing. She doesn't talk to Wolf. She doesn't try to explain anything to him like one could try while talking to their pet after dramatic events. This scene is not just an exposition element for the player. She uses Wolf, that doesn't really understand anything, to project her own feelings on him.
And you couldn't do anything. You're here, alive and well. Who do you think you are? Did you think you'd actually be able to make a difference? Well, Wolf, you were wrong, boy. Completely and utterly wrong.
She is the Wolf, or so she believes. She talks about her own pain, disappointment, the guilt that comes from the fact that she's still here, while people she tried to protect are in danger. And the way the scene is presented, the cinematic piece of art it is, makes you feel the pain too. She doesn't need to say she's in pain. Just watching her is like being Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now you are part of it. And if Jade's behavior is not enough for you, it doesn't end here. Double H in this scene, you can feel his resignation. You can feel he has no idea what to do, how to help. His brain is still in a state of potato mash, but he cares. He's not just a side character to our story. In this game, everyone matters, and no words need to be said to deliver the message. Jade, as strong as she is, she's not afraid to show her weaknesses. And that's her true power. No matter how bad it is, she pushes onward. When she's ready to give up, she's not afraid to be raised again by people around her. And they know she would do the same for them. You don't second guess it even for a minute while playing this game. No matter who you are, there is a place for you here. So, what happened? That 20 years later, the game that seems to have it all, what others dream about, is getting a little stabby in the back. I guess that if I squint my eyes really hard, I can see why Ubisoft decided to put this warning up. But you have to be really one brain cell power if you decide to put your focus on this instead of projecting focus on what the game actually tries to deliver. And before someone assumes I have some huge beef with this warning, I don't. It's just crazy to see it in the game that is exactly the opposite to what you could expect after seeing the screen. In an era when every game tries to be at all costs inclusive, have deep story, and forcing strong female leads, and no game actually achieves all of this, Beyond Good and Evil did it like it's nothing. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's how I was raised as a kid growing up in Western European country. Now, adult enough, powered up by internet and living in more Western society, I can see the stereotypes using character creation. But what did not change, same as when I was a kid, I never really treated these features as definition of who the characters are supposed to be. For me, they are, and always had been, just funny folks with funny traits, and a lot of self-distance. It's just who they are, a bit different than you or me, but endearing and unique in their own way. Aren't they, in the end, not Earthlings anyway? Last time I checked, lady at the cash register in my local store was not bad, mind you. Let's also not forget that the game itself likes to make jokes from anything and everything, not only from things we Earthlings can relate to. Also, is it me, or no one has actually cheered toward Paige?
Hey, Pop, stay zen. Don't get your snout bent out of shape. Jade!
Yep, it's starting to smell like smoked bacon in here.
Silenzio, my little piglet.
This light odor. Your eyes peaks near the ocean. Yikes, dude. What did you do to the Azerf?
Nice job, Magnifico. More like Secundo El Major Screw-Up, King of the Cretins.
Hey, Paige, a new pearl.
We'll take it with us. I'm sure it'll come in handy in case we have to go back to those crooks at Mamago Garage. Not another one of your harebrained plans, Segundo. Gonna have to recheck your circuits.
Oh, never mind then. Don't get me wrong. Beyond Good and Evil is not a perfect game. No game is perfect, and I know it better than most. There are some wonky moments, situations when you wish to have more than they give you, and the game itself might feel a bit short, especially compared to today's Blue Oven standards. But if you want to see what it means to have a game with strong female lead, not afraid to show her weaknesses, what makes her truly strong, wholesome relationships with folks that are ready to stand together against all odds, characters that no matter the species or the background are ready to put differences behind to fight for a better tomorrow. Don't look any further because you found it. Welcome to Hillis. You're the new home.